Welcome back. Welcome back. I got this idiot next to me today for once, and I got Slim, the other idiot, on the other side. But the penultimate tiers for the 2024 NBA season, pretty special. We'll get right into it here. If you haven't been here before, I recommend you subscribe because this is the best show on YouTube.
This is the first tiers with 2 boxes.
That's an absolute fact.
The future is bleak. These teams, any team in red is off the tiers as they are eliminated from the playoffs. But the future is bleak for these teams. I don't like their futures. The Suns, the Bucks, the Lakers, and the Clippers. Just going forward, they have too many bad contracts and guys that I think are going to age not well. And a couple of guys got free agents. It's just not looking good for any of these teams. The future is uncertain. These teams can go in one of two directions. Miami could finally make a trade and acquire another star. New Orleans can kind of keep it rocking and see what happens with Zion healthy for the playoffs or what. But there's just a lot of uncertainty with these two teams. The future is bright. I think for these two teams moving forward, the future is going to be special. The Sixers are going to have like 50 mil in cap space so they can sign a max free agent if they want to. The Magic also have an estimated $32 million in cap space, and we're also doing a Magic offseason way too early rebuilds. That's coming out tomorrow, so subscribe for that one. But yeah, I think for both of these teams, they're going to be tough outs in the Eastern Conference. Now we get back into the teams that are on the tiers. The luck is run out. You got lucky, quite frankly, just playing the Bucks without Giannis the whole series and Dame missing a game and being hobbled the whole time. You got lucky, but it wasn't nothing. You didn't impress me much because you still had 2 bad losses. The cost, this is why you don't lose a game on purpose at the end of the season. This is why you don't do it. Now you got to play Boston in round 2. But congrats on moving on, Cavaliers. Let's go, baby. Make it short. Just handle your business. I know Indiana played you tough all season, but if you handle your business, this is a 5-6 game series at the very maximum, and I'm excited for the Knicks going forward. Final exam. This OKC team, this is their final test to me. I know a lot of people have questions about this team just with your youth and the size and everything. This is the real test. We get to see them tomorrow night or tonight by the time you're watching this, but we get to see what they look like moving forward and if they're actually a legit team or is this just a really good regular season with a good first round against a bad team that was hobbled. Do what you do.
I love the look of this.
Mavericks and Nuggets, just do what you do and you should win. As long as you don't beat yourself, you should win these series. However, do you believe? Do you believe in the Ant-Man? I think we're believing. I think the people are believing. I think I'm believing, and that's why they're ahead of the Nuggets right now. They beat them in game 1. Their game 2 is happening after we record this, so we won't know the result of that one. I'm expecting it to be Denver. However, I believe in the T-Wolves. I believe in the T-Wolves. They're actually currently favored now to win the series, which I thought was wild. And then level up. For them, their competition is just to me, is just going to go from level to level. Each round they advance. So they started with the Heat, who kind of stink, and then the Cavs are a little bit better than the Heat, and then most likely it's going to be the Knicks, who are a little bit better than them. And then as of right now, it's looking like Minnesota, who looks like the best team in the Western Conference, and they're a better version of the Knicks. So just a lot of leveling up for the Celtics, but they have to be atop the tiers with how good this team is. But you never know. Cavs plus 1.2K on FanDuel to win the series. Run that bitch up. But that is the penultimate tiers. Next week, May 14th, will be the last tiers of the season, and we will pick it back up at the beginning of next season. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Okay, as you guys know, Finn and Slim make their one move. Slim, we'll start with you, so Finn can be a little more awkward in the corner down there.
Shout out to Maddie and the council. Shout out to the faithful. If you're new here, like, follow, comment, subscribe. Show your mom, show your auntie. You know what it come down to. Thank you. We appreciate you. But y'all know my move. I believe that you get game 1 on the road, specifically in Denver with the altitude and everything. Like my brother said, Ant-Man is really, leading the charge, showing you that he can do it. Like I said, I think 3 consecutive games he's had 35 plus. And this is what we talked about. This is what me and Finn talked about. This is, can he execute? And he's showing you that he can execute. And I just got off the phone with my brother and we chopped it up and said that because you got game 1 on the road, I think that you won't even hesitate to be able to get game 2. You know, Denver's definitely going to, try and
You can't
come
lose
back a little.
You can't lose both at home.
I have
That's
Denver
the thing.
losing.
But back-to-back sweep is the question mark that I'm proposing. You feel me? Like, get rid of Phoenix real quick, get rid of Denver real quick. Minnesota may run through the West, and then bump into Dallas in my personal opinion for the Western Conference. But that's how I'm feeling. That's my move.
I don't disagree with the T-Wolves. You could definitely make the argument they've looked like one of the best 2 teams in the playoffs in its entirety. But I think you guys are kind of sleeping on how good Denver actually is. And Minnesota played a really good game 1, but there's no way. I mean, I'll prove me wrong. You guys are going to be looking at this like, oh, they lost game 2 after I'm saying, but like the Denver, like if as the better in me, if a team loses game 1 at home, they are like 70 or 68% against the spread the following day. They're 5.5-point favorites. It's just, I'd be shocked if Denver loses. They're still a better team to me overall, but not at this moment. What's your move?
I have money on T-Wolves money line tonight, and I think it's an absolute lock. Riding the wave, dude. Absolute riding it. Go down to the last page.
That's a fact.
This one or the bottom?
Yeah, this is fine right here. In person, this is a tough move. I hate to do it. I'm going to be moving the Cavs down till luck has run out. Honestly, was not impressed with that squad at all from that first series. Don's obviously superhuman, played great ball. They really need to figure it out over there. They're a great regular season team. Well, they were the 2 seed at one point. They were playing great ball, whatever. But I mean, you're gonna let the Magic take you late 7 games down 16 in game 7. I know Paolo played great and whatever, but like if you watch the game or look at the box score, it was a one-man show. And on paper, that roster that Cleveland has is spectacular, and they just can't put it together. Is it coaching? Very well could be. It's JB. JB's
the one thing I was saying is that on the bright side for the Cavs playing Celtics, I think the one coach JB could outcoach in the playoffs is Joe Mazzulla. So
Joe Mazzulla's a good coach.
No, he's not.
All right. At the end of the day, this is a weird move for me because I just think the Cavs are such frauds and not a good team. But I also really, really want to see them beat the C's.
You texted me last night, Cavs beating the Celtics, question mark?
Because I feel like they match up well. We talked about it last night on the phone.
They do.
Like Ice can guard. Don is going to guard D. White. Mobley can guard. And they can stretch the floor just like Boston can. I think they match up better with Boston than anybody else in the East. However, that doesn't take away from the fact that I think they're a poverty franchise. And letting the Magic take you to 7, do they score over 100 points one of those games?
Yes, 3 of them.
All right, I don't know. They may 2 out of 7 games you score over 100 points.
We scored over 102 games.
That's what I mean. The Cavs.
The defense for the Magic is really good, and so is our defense.
I don't care.
I agree. The offense was pitiful. Don't get me wrong, but
I really am a non-believer in the Cavs.
That's fair.
And
there's not much to believe in.
But I'd love more than anything to see. Here's what I'd love to see. I'd love to see them beat the Celtics. That would just make my year. And then I'd love to see them get swept by the Knicks. That would just be perfect for me. A non-Nets playoff structure, that's about as good as it gets. So that's kind of what I'm rooting for here.
100%. And just to add on to the Cleveland-Orlando series, Orlando second rating in defense for the entire third? Yeah. But, like, that's the reason why it goes to –
you should buy it.
That's the reason why
I know the games are on NBA TV, but, I mean, if you watch – I mean, I obviously didn't miss a dribble, but –
I watched 4 of those games. I just don't buy it.
Okay. Jalen Suggs is different.
Half their roster, so
can't stand him.
Jalen Suggs is different.
No, he's very, very good defender.
And he stole my bitch. I'll throw that out there.
But that's it for this one. Like, comment, subscribe.